Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of the Iora Covenant. And this is actually the last episode of the Iora Covenant, as we will be coming dealing with a new story, a new adventure. There's a new patch coming out. It's going to be called the Synthetic Dawn. And with Synthetic Dawn will come a lot of changes to the game, a lot of different updates, a lot of overhauls of certain systems, new things for machine empires. But with all these changes, as I've said before, with the different campaign, with all the changes, the save games won't be the same. We didn't conquer the galaxy like the Hand of Tesla. We were a pacifist species, and so we were all about, we were expanding, but at the same time, we were for the most part trying to build relationships, build alliances, build federation, and we did an excellent job. Prior to the War in Heaven, we had the Panthalon Unified States as an ally. We had the Rockchalak Union here, guys, as an ally. We had United Nations of Earth, obviously, as our ally. I stretched it out and had these guys right here as an ally, and they've really grown. Wow, these guys have really spread out. I think they vassalized. They must have vassalized and integrated somebody, because they weren't that big before, but they've really stretched out here. So we've done an excellent job of wow. Did they swallow up these guys too? No. Okay, so these guys are right here, but they are huge. I didn't realize how huge these guys are. They're actually bigger than us. They're gigantic. I'm just gonna quickly just check out how big these guys are, because I think they might be bigger than every other empire. Let's just look at how many planets. So we have 39. We have 29. They have 31. We have the most ships, but that they've got a lot more armies than we do. 472 armies. That is crazy. We have 89, which I'm not even sure where those come from. 89. How does that work? I've got 40 right here. Then I've got this avatar, which is one army. I guess maybe this one army here equals maybe this one army equals like 59 armies. I don't know. Or maybe the armies just represents like maybe I have armies that I'm not aware of on these planets, like defense armies, like little small like blocks of people that come together if we ever get invaded. But we've got really high opinions of us for everybody else. I mean, these guys have a huge opinion of us. But anyway, we did pretty well. This has been a really good campaign. It's didn't exactly end how I thought it was going to end. It's been very interesting for me, and I say that because I didn't expect to find Cyberx Alpha. That was a huge surprise. I didn't expect to stretch this far out and get this much territory. And I expected to be in a few more wars. I wasn't really sure how playing a pacifist would work as far as getting territory. And I knew again that I was going to focus on building a really strong federation. And we're only 6 planets away from winning the Federation victory. And that's kind of my goal. My goal is to get those extra 6 planets. If I can do that this episode, that would involve taking their planets. Then I would definitely be really happy. I've got 1 planet right here, 1 planet right here, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I can take, let's see. So I've got 1, 2. They've got this, so that's 3. So I need 3 more planets, and I can pretty much declare victory. And what I'm also going to do is this 2 more right here is still terraforming, so I can't colonize that planet. But I can colonize this planet, this tomb world right here. Can I colonize this planet? But so we're at 35%. We really can't colonize that. The Kessim can colonize that planet, but everyone else is like 35%. So I think one of the few planets that I can't colonize right now are the silly tomb worlds. I think everything else I've already colonized. There's nothing left in my system that hasn't been taken, hasn't been claimed. And my neighbors here, they took it upon themselves to claim that world. I suppose I could jump into this system, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can jump into the system anymore. That's I'm not sure. Is that out of my range? That might not be out of our range. Maybe I'll send a colony ship to take this territory right here and just claim this ocean world. What is this? This is on the edge of the galaxy. And it's got like a weak magnetic field. Habitability minus 5%. It's got some Betharian stone right there, so that's nice. It'll be kind of off by itself in the middle of nowhere, but the point is, I would colonize it. And this system, yeah, actually, never mind. It's in their territory, so it's just on the edge of their territory. But I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna rustle any feathers and take anybody off. But there's really no other territory I can go to claim more planets. So I pretty much have to end this war and take that last planet and make it my own. Take their planets, as many of them as I can. I had a little decoy fleet, which I think has been destroyed. So I've got to make a few more decoys just to kind of hop around their territory. Because the Clagian Fanatics, they're tough, they're scary. Let's see, who are they? They're fighting someone right now. Are they fighting someone? Yeah, they're... Oh no, they're not fighting anyone. What are these guys doing? They are very brave. These are some brave folks here. Maybe they're trying to... Well, they're bombarding this planet. So, if I was able to sneak, let's see, these guys are on their way. They're gonna decimate these guys. Had I actually given myself some time here, I probably could have popped into that system with some. What I would do is I would pop into their home system here, with some corvettes to kind of pull them out of that system. While I brought and I would bring transports in this system while they're leaving that system, and then I could claim that planet. But it's too late now because I don't have enough time to throw some corvettes in there. But the great thing is they're what am I gonna say here? Nope. Where's that system at? Over here. The great thing is their what's it called? Let's throw that down there. Man, my brain's not working. Well, their fortification is down. So all I have to do is build. Let's see. Let's do some freedom class. What's the cheapest? What's the least expensive? The honor is the most expensive of the options here, and I could probably have made that a little bit less expensive, and speed up the production. But I'm not going to do that because this is going to take time to build this thing. So I'm just going to kind of bite the bullet here on the cost. 270. 3 for the Freedom class. I'm just going to build 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, I'm going to do 1, 2 on this planet. And then 2 on this planet. But I got to get the time going here. And we're going to figure out where what planet we're going to hit next. Let's just do 2 resilience and 2 freedom. How about that? How about that? Alright. And then once that's finished, I do have to construct some more ships in these 2 systems here. These 2 edge systems are where I want to produce a lot more ships, so that they're not traveling such a great distance to get to where they need to be. These guys are out of luck because there's no way I'm going to be able to get to that other system in time if they're already engaged in combat. Maybe not. Okay, I'm wrong. But are these guys going to leave, or are these guys going to be brave? And I would be kind of silly if I. And this fleet I have here is too big to even try to jump. Wait, I'm going to Lessian system? That's the Sirius system? Oh, I see. I see what I did there. I'm just gonna stop. I really don't feel the need to upgrade all of those ships by going way out of my way here. I'll just save myself the trouble there. So we've got a coalition of these guys are right here. Where are these guys going? Going to the orbit of I plan to. I'm really curious where these guys are going. Not all of my allies, in fact, I don't know if any of my allies have jump drive, but they need a jump drive because hyperdrive is just not going to cut it right now. I don't need them popping from system to system. I need them to be able to jump around just like my other ships can. I've been trying to rebuild my fleet, so I'm building some battleships because most of my battleships were destroyed. They really tore into my battleships, and it really hurt. And of course, I mean, it's got to be expected because they had a lot of fighters. But I built what I call our shield class, and the shield class is primarily point defense and fighters, and that's going to be their primary focus is going to be defending my other battleships, which are going to be producing strike craft. And hopefully they'll be able to match these guys' strike craft and do some damage to their forces. I also have a lot of cruisers, and I'm not sure, I can't remember really what I did last episode with all these cruisers, but I guess I built a lot of braveries, and they're heavily phase disruptors, so I guess I'm trying to, okay, that makes sense, because I did want to bust through their shields, because they do have some really good shields. And I'm tired of their shields tearing us apart. And okay, so I've got neutron torpedoes and more disruptors, so I'm really heavy on shields this time around, which again makes sense to me because they really do have a good defense. And the Liberty class was okay, plasma cannons and torpedoes. Okay, so. And what is Justice class? Just plasma. But, whatever. I think I'm gonna be doing pretty good this next time around. I mean, I'm gonna obviously need more ships to tear through their armor once we get past their shields. But the point is, I want to get past their shields because I need to get past their shields. I built a lot of fighter classes previously, and the fighter classes seem to have a great deal of see, kinetic, so that kind of does shields, and it also does, okay, wow, I do have a lot of bravery. I hope this isn't going to be a problem for me, because I realized that I built a lot of Hope class too, and the Hope class is point defense. I don't really see a lot of damage, I don't see a great deal of damage. I see a lot of point defense, and I see a lot of shield damage. I mean, and the shield is important. But between altruism and hope, I'm looking at not a lot of armor damage here. What's the courage class? Okay, so again, that's courage class. It's okay. So what am I looking at here? I've got 92 destroyers. I guess everything else I built from this point is going to have to be plasma. Because I've got plenty of shield damage now. I've got plenty of point defense. At least I hope I have plenty of point defense. So my next thing here is just trying to figure out how am I going to rip through their weapons, rip through their shields, rip through, not the weapons, but rip through their shields. I don't know what these guys are doing now. Oops, let me just look at these guys. They are attacking, attack swarm, second attack swarm. So where's the second attack swarm is what I want to know. Okay, second attack swarm is there. So they're going after these guys. And what is this planet doing? Recouping? I'm just going to send these guys to this planet. And they're just going to harass that planet. And this first strike force is right here. So there's another strike force that's going to be jumping into that system. And I'm not sure where they're coming from. But the point is, I'm happy to see... Oh, okay, they're leaving that system. Maybe not. Smartest move after all. Going to Vulcan 2. Where's Vulcan? Okay, that's right there. Vulcan 3, I'm sorry. Maybe they're going to bombard this planet. Maybe they're going to follow Strike Force 1. Oh, this isn't good. By the way, look at this. Right now they're mostly battleships at this point. Because again, I ripped through most of their defenses. So this is all they have left. So my goal is to rip them to pieces. I want to take out their battleships. If I can do that, if I can take out their entire army, this would be wonderful. Because they haven't really been able to recoup their losses. Not too well. I gotta take this, and I've gotta make our fleet the rally force, the rally fleet. What I might be tempted to do, is rally all of my ships, all of my allies, and take one final stand against these guys. If I can do that, then something amazing can happen, because I'm pretty sure... Oops. That's a rally point for my fleets, my ships, I'm sorry. Oops. My bad, I'm not going to do that. What I meant to do was... that is the exact opposite of what I meant to do. What I meant to do was actually say, make us a take point for allied ships. So now we're set to encourage allied fleets to follow this fleet and take points. So I want my allies to follow me, and let's see. Hopefully, we can tear these guys a new one. They've got 125. What is this? First murder. So I just want to see like how many of my allies are gonna pop in. It's this first murder right here. Ooh, the Pentalon. They've got 35,418 fleet power. So this is good. This is a good sign. I'm just gonna click them, and look at what they have here. They have wormhole modulator. Okay. So I wonder if they have a wormhole station in here. I wonder how they're getting around like that. But if I can get my allies to pop in this system all together, I think we could do a great deal of damage against these guys. Because they're following us. Vigilance, the first murder, they're going to follow us. They're going to... So I'll see how many of my other allies are going to join me. This will be our last stand. While we're doing that, how far along are my... I've got some battleships that I'm building. And I might make my maybe I'll make my because all of these ships now have jump drive, so it doesn't make any sense for me not to make my right. We're just gonna jump in the system. There we go. Because I don't want these guys to get killed. I was just about to jump into that system and have my cruisers, my corvettes, I'm sorry, wrecked. Look at all these little strike craft. That's their primary weapon right there. If we can rip through their primary, if we can rip through their strike craft, then that's wonderful. They've got some good range too. These guys are bold, I must say this. They're bold because they're going up against this fleet by themselves. I don't know what's wrong with them. I'm not sure why they've got some... I think what the problem is that the Commonwealth of Man. Man's very brave. They think that they can take 4.2k fleets and go up against a 125k fleet and come out on top. And that's just a human fairy tale. That doesn't happen. You don't do that. We've got 411. What am I doing here? I'm gonna speed up the time here. Right. Because I need to get my minerals, my resources built up, so that I can build more. Again, I said I built plenty of shield damage ships, so now I'm going to be focused on... Where's my Justice class? Okay. Justice, and not Liberty. Let's do Justice. A whole bunch of Justice. That'll be my next thing. About... How much does Justice cost? That's a question. How much does Justice cost? 849. I could always use my energy. I'm taking a great deal of energy right now.
Construction complete.
So, I might want to contact these guys, the curators, not curators, the, nope, not these guys. The, ooh, okay, traders. And, okay, those two guys are happy with communicate, okay. And I want to trade for minerals, so we're just going to kind of pass away a nice bit of our, energy here. And we need to build a few more cruisers and have those cruisers come to Daddy. So where's Hope? And it's got this right here, cruisers. So we're gonna do a whole bunch of not a whole bunch, but a fair deal of. Okay, so these guys, that system is the pod system is working on. I think it's just one system working on my battleships right now, so that's good. Where's my other system? A close by system that I could use to build ships. Alpha Hydra. Ambition. Doesn't have any, so whatever. I'm not going to use Ambition because that doesn't have any spaceports. I think this system, Abundance, has a whole bunch of spaceports too. So there we go. Great. Justice class is the one I want. How expensive is Justice? Very expensive, but one. And on Hope, where's Hope? Oops, pause. Very quickly pause it. I said pause, darn you. Pause it. There you go. Things taking some time to think about that. I've got a lot going on here, so obviously it's just got a lot to process. Hope. And Justice. Go 2 of those there. And where is... I need another system to choose. Oxymon, Trap, you know what, I'll just build them wherever. We've got plenty of, what's in this system? Innovation. Well, that's a habitat. Darn, I'm not finished with that yet. Alright. Acceptance. Obviously, nope. Darn it. None of these have, darn it, that's my fault. Operation, honesty, unity, fine, unity. Let's just do just 2, because I need to get these justices out the way. Operation, unity, okay, appreciation. Appreciation, 2 justice, okay. Generosity, 2 justice. Great, so there we go. So this is, honestly, it's really quiet too. I'm just going to turn the music on again, just for the sake of being able to, I can't hear it though, for some reason. It's kind of funny. I'm pretty sure that my headphones are damaged. I think I might have broken my headphones, because I can't hear the damage. I really can't hear anything. Maybe I don't have the volume on. Oh, I have the volume on. Let me just unplug this. There we go. Alright, so we got a little music going here. Not a lot, but a little bit of music going on here. Just give me a moment here. I'm just gonna make it really low. I know. For a second, you're just like, no, it's coming up really loud. And then I lower the volume. But I just want to get a little bit of music going here, just so I can really pull you into the experience here. But I'm trying to figure out what these guys are doing. They're entering orbit of Vacan 3, and I wonder if they're going to bring in any of their transport ships, because this says they're moving, but I don't see any movement. That's because I have a pause. Got a sweet mercy, Antoine. Get your act together. Pull yourself together, Antoine. They're not moving. That's one of my less than flattering moments, is when I forget that I have a pause. I wonder why they're not moving. So we're going to have them jump into Let's just jump into this system. And then let's merge first. There we go. Fantastic. Now I've got to reduce the volume on that sound again, just a little bit, because I don't want to deafen anybody. And I can't really hear it the way you hear it, so I'm just making sure that I'm not breaking all of your ears. Planetary sensor range plus 10%, not caring about that. I'm more concerned about the Curator Archaeology Lab, which I never got, but it doesn't really help me now. But synchronized defenses, fire rate. This is an interesting module to have, but I don't really need that. I don't think I'm gonna need that this game, considering it's. Let's go with that anyway. Why not? So now they're in orbit of their planet. Now they're gonna bombard. Oops, I keep putting in a pause for some reason. Maybe it's just a habit of mine. I like pause things. So there's 100 unrest. They're very unhappy. And so now they've come to bombard their own world. And I guess they're going to try to liberate their planet. So we're going to jump into this system. And then let's jump into let's jump into this system. And then this system. And then this system. And then jump into this system. And then let's jump back into let's just jump into this system. Boop. And then this system. And then this system. Go back to this system. And let's go back to this system. Yeah, let's just totally just throw them off here. And then the system. And the system. Now I'm gonna have to rework this. Whoa. And this is where things get interesting, because I totally forgot that I was rallying all of my allies together. And so here we now have all these fleets of ships. They've got a 16.3K, 8.1K, a 24.0K, 85.8K. So we've got all these fleets here. They're right there at my right there is waiting for me. And I'm just gonna make myself the rally point here for my ships. And now that I've got some more battleships, I'm going to send them to let's see, send them to my fleet. Well, simple as this. I'm going to send them to merge. Merge. There we go. And now here's the challenge here. Now it's time to send this fleet and all those other fleets as well into this system. But I'm going to wait for them to jump out first. I'm going to see if these guys are going to I want to make sure that all of my allies are going to jump into the same system as me, and be able to stay in that system. Because if they can, then I might lure my enemies into a final conflict in their home system. We could lose a great deal of ships, but if we can take out most of their ships, then that's the good part. And we wouldn't be taking all the damage. I wouldn't want my fleet to be the point, but with all the point defense that I have, with all the fighters that I have at my disposal now, I'm hoping we'd be able to really dig in and do some damage. And where's Hope? Am I done building on this planet? Yep, we're done building. No, we're not. Okay, I'm going to build another Justice class. Boop, because I got the... And now where's my... One thing I've also done is I have my my avatar here. Merge.
Incoming transmission.
So cool, so I'm going to be merging my avatar with the rest of my fleet. And the avatar does a great deal of damage. It'll, let me just point this out here. There we go. The army itself does, whatever. The army itself does pretty good. And where's my decoy? Okay, they're way over here. Okay, so they're chasing them, while my avatar is doing that, and everyone's kind of coming into system. I'm going to dive into here and take this world. We're going to take this world. It's time to be bold. Last episode, time to be bold. We are either going to go in there and wipe them out and take the rest of their planets, or we're not. But this is the last episode, and I'm already like half an hour into it. Maybe longer than that. I don't know, I didn't actually take into account what time it was before I started this episode. But I do have to end this episode pretty soon. But it's the last episode, so I don't want to end it. But this is my ally right here. They've got 22k. So they're gonna follow us. What do they have here? What are they flying around with? They're flying around with warp drive, right? Yep, they're going slow enough for warp drive. Yep. So warp range plus 80%. I hope there's gonna be a warp drive 4. Honestly, I feel like warp drive is one of the slowest drives, and it needs a warp drive 4. Seriously. They've got plenty of missiles here. They've got arc emitters. I want to see how that works against their against the enemy's strike craft. Come on, jumping. Okay. So this is where everyone else follows along. So they're following us. They're following us. All of them are following us. Or following one of their fleets. This is good. Hold on a second. What is this? So they have, what is that? What are those? Pause, because they move it too fast for me. These are escorts. So they just built 2 new escorts, I guess. That's not a good sign. I guess they're rebuilding.
Construction complete. Colony established.
Got a new colony established. Ooh, okay. This is good. I've never actually, this is my first habitat I've got here. So we're gonna do a laboratory complex, which is gonna give us, wow, that's a nice amount of research right there. Goodness, sweet mercy. Solar processor. Wow. Solar power processor is 8. Wow. This is crazy. This is a leisure district. You know, I've never actually built a habitat before. So I'm a bit out of my element here. I didn't realize that it was such a lucrative thing to have these habitats here. I mean, they've got some really cool facilities. We've got the Paradise Dome, which will give us some food. Visitor Center sounds good. I'm just going to build that first so that we can encourage more people to come here, and then build up the happiness with the Paradise Dome. And then, of course, we need to have a temple, because we're very spiritual people, and it's always required to have a dome. I mean, a temple. So I'm going to build that here. Let's see. Construction complete on these. Alright, now I'm going to send my... I'm pretty sure by now we've bombarded a nice amount of this planet. Nope, we're not even... Look at all my ships are in here in the system. Nice. Alright. Look at the size of this transport ships. I don't even have to worry about bringing my own transport ships. They've got like 70 armies. That's insane. I don't have to worry about that. Whatever. These guys are still following decoy. These guys are seriously messing up here. I mean, I guess that's what they're supposed to do, but... Well... So I was kind of sure, I was really sure that they weren't going to be rebuilding their fleet. But it looks like they're rebuilding their ships now. So... Ouch. My body's not agreeing with me. This is not age. This is not age working against me. It's just me being sitting at weird angles is what it is. But I've gotten this system a nice amount of ships. Mostly my ships, looks like it, that are following me. None of my allies are actually... Okay, there they are right there. I was looking under green instead of under the blue. But look at that. This is a nice amount of fleet power in here. I am so glad that I have discovered this. I don't know why I didn't do this before. I should have done this before when I fought them the first time. Because it would have been so advantageous. I wouldn't have lost most of what I lost. I think I probably could have, had I had all that fleet power at my disposal, we really could have ripped them to pieces. I almost want to confront them now with all these ships together. I feel like we could take them. I mean, I've got my, we've got way more than 100 120 fleet power. I mean, we've got 89.5 here. They've got 24. They've got 16.3. They've got 22. This is 35.4k. What I might do is they've got 11.6k. These are all my ships that are converging into the system to merge. So I'm feeling really, really good. Really good about this. I'm kind of waiting for all my fleets on my ships here to actually. I mean, they're all in here, but they haven't actually merged with my major fleet. But I'm at 90.4k. That's good. This is really good. We're gonna crush them, and then once we've crushed them, we're gonna go after. We can actually go after the other enemy with all of our forces combined. So, but I think that's gonna be. We won't have time for that, obviously. But we're gonna win this game, and I'll win knowing that I could have beaten these guys too. With the united forces of our entire galaxy, or most of our galaxy, we definitely could have taken these guys, taken the other guys too. But once I take their major fleet, they're goners. Okay, while in command, we got the logistician trait, which has reduced the cost of our fleets by minus 10%. We've got plus 25% to the fire rate. Let's see, trade deal offer was auto declined.
Research complete.
I have no idea what the trade deal offer was. We've got plus 2 to leaders, minus 20% to leader recruitment costs. Max influence. Great. How much influence do I have right now? From factions, 4.24. Wow. Chemical Bliss? Nope. Empire leader capacity plus 1. That sounds nice. But I'm gonna go with uplift. Because there is a species on one of my planets that I need to get uplifted. Which one is that? One of these species.
Incoming transmission.
We use consideration. These guys are pretty sentient, so I need to uplift them. Let's say terraforming liquids. They won't always want that. Consideration is the planet I was looking at, and I'll uplift these guys and make them intelligent and pacifists. And delve in spirituals. And I'm kind of getting annoyed. Oh, okay, actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm being silly. They're just gradually coming in bit by bit, so that's what's going on. So I'm actually at 99.2k right now. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I've got 76 cruisers, 20 battleships, 1 dreadnought, 92 destroyers, 16 corvettes. Not a lot of corvettes, but you know I'm not really Corvette focused right now. Where are these guys at? They're following decoy still. Okay, and. Great, we claimed this planet. So we've got 63% now, so our ally actually took that planet. And I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with our ally taking that planet. Because now we've got this planet under our control, this planet under our control, this planet under our control. Next planet system we have to really worry about is, let's see, what's decoy? Oh, look at decoy. He's, run out of places to go.
Research complete.
Well, that research came finished pretty quickly. Let's go attack Young Lands, that's what I'm talking about. And shift, let's go that one planet too. Uh-oh. Wow, they were like right next to them. That's kind of funny. So we're just about to almost be recouped. We're almost where we once were, and I like seeing all these fleet forces right here. I might actually I want to dive into their home system. That's what I want to do. I want to dive into their home system, and I'm not gonna That's what's gonna happen. And while we're doing that, I'm just gonna keep building more ships, because we're doing pretty good with the whole shipbuilding thing, and ships coming in and rallying. So I'm just going to. We're gonna go here next. No, that's not a good idea. Man, I think I can run out of places to run. Now we're gonna go there. And then here. And then here. A little triangle. A little triangle.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Hostile fleet engaged. And they're gone. They're decimated, just like that.
Destroyed.
Oh, they won't worry about their route. So, what's going on here? Most of these ships are going kind of. Okay, they got them hyperdriving out the system here. Some of them are jump drive. I'm just gonna kind of zoom out here, because this is going to be a crucial fight here. I've got to see from which side of the galaxy they're going to be popping in from. First void. Okay. So now they're gonna come after us. We're their number one target. We've got 100 in K. And who are these guys? Okay, they're en route. Perfect. How many of my allies are en route? That have Okay, good. So they're coming in right there. Oh, this is gonna be insane. This is one epic way to end this season. This series. This is really gonna be really cool because we've got our 100k fleet right here. They're gonna pop into this system. So we've got right here. This just these two, my army, and my fleet and their fleet. That's 122.4k. Then their fleet makes it 3.9k, and we've got these guys are still on the way. So that's another. Let's say the United Nations of Earth, it goes another 22. So they're the ones that are 22k. Okay. I'm just gonna zoom in from right here. So we've got 3.9k, 22.4k, we've got 23.3k. And we've got more ships coming. There we go, right there. There's the 31k fleet. There's the 16.3k fleet. This is the 17.9k fleet. We've got. What are these guys doing? They're trying to chase these smaller fleets. Transport fleet. Why are they following a transport fleet? They're being cowards. That's what it is. I think they realize that. Well, okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take their planet. We're gonna take their planet. We're gonna take their home planet. And then they're gonna have to say something about this. They're gonna have to face this entire the entire galaxy. So, or Strike Force. I guess this is Strike Force. No, where's Strike Force? 185. I see. They don't want to go into that system because they know they don't have the fleet power. And they're rebuilding. Because I see right now we've got this 2,000. So they're trying to recoup their rebuild. And so I've got to really jump on this now because they're gonna start rebuilding soon. But now that I've got all of these fleets at my disposal, all of these fleets that are there to help me, we're gonna steamroll this now. Because after I hit these next, I'm gonna go into this system. Once I go into this system, I'm gonna hit this system. Then once I go into the system, I'm gonna hit this system. And at some point, they're gonna have to intervene, and they're gonna have to fight all of us. Whoa! Their fleet just went up to 132k. They're definitely in the rebuild mode. They've got a few more, what it's called, escorts. So that they're back into building escorts again. I guess that they realized that. And it's taken us forever to move in that direction. It's because I'm slowing this way down. But the escort doesn't want anything to do with this. But really what I have to do is I have to destroy all their fleets before they get a chance to I have to destroy all their fleets, all their spaceports before they get a chance to rebuild their fleet.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Hostile fleet engaged. Okay, that's probably hitting their spaceport. All right. With everything else we've built, we've done a really good job of keeping that, Alright. We're keeping the pressure on them. We seriously are. So the hope, let's build a few more Justice class. And Sepad will also build some more Justice class. Justice. Justice. And Justice. What's for breakfast? Justice. And while we're at it, let me just see what else is over here. There was another system, the Oxamon. Okay, yeah, actually building the Justice thing. So we've got plenty of ships that are keep reinforcing us there. I feel like I need more battleships. I really do need more battleships. I also like to do more corvettes, because corvettes do take a large portion of the damage. They're pretty much like a ship shield. These guys feel kind of look like bullies. Because they're pretty much just trying to hit these little transport ships. Or maybe they're just merging with this ship. Oh man, that was 133k. They're really rebuilding now. Darn it! This is not what we want. This is not at all what we want. Here's what I want to know: what are these guys doing? Because I haven't seen the Lachex guys in a while. I want to figure out what they're doing. Because I don't see any of their ships in their own space. So if they're not in their space, whose space are they in right now? Where's that fight going? Oh, the Lachex regulators are too busy hitting these guys' allies. But we took out their defenses, and so now we're just laying in wait, and they're gonna drop their let's see. I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop their armies pretty soon. This is going to be a serious victory for us, because this is a nice chunk of energy. So if we can cut their energy economy, we can make them extremely weak. If I can destroy their energy economy, then there's nothing that they can do. They're being bombarded right now too. So, but we're going to take this planet. I almost wish we could take that energy and use it for us while we've been taking that planet. I wish we could take all their take all the energy that they're producing and use it for ourselves.
Research complete. Construction complete.
So I want to drop my armies, but I feel like if I even tried to, these guys are going to have their armies there. How many? Goodness, sweet mercy. See, this thing is going super slow now. I've got too many ships in there, but they've got transport fleet. They've got about 5 transport fleets, 6 transport fleets in that system. So look at all these other ships joining in, following our lead. That's another 17.5k. What are these guys even doing? Attack swarm. Third attack swarm, I gotcha.
Construction complete.
They might be trying to liberate this planet.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I mean, you would think after it's saving. Okay. Oh, okay. This planet isn't producing a thing. Not a single thing. That's kind of sad.
Construction complete.
Sector limit. I don't need the sector limits. I don't need sector limit increase. Army upkeep minus 10%. That's nice. Don't really care about that. Resettlement cost minus 10%. I don't have forced resettlement, so I don't need that. Xeno Zoo. I don't care about a Xeno Zoo. So I guess we have to go army upkeep. That's good. I guess that'll save us a little bit of money. There's Stellaris. Okay, so they're gonna go after these guys. Alright. So we have bombarded that planet, and they have almost no fortification left. So if my allies aren't going to try to take that whole world, I will. I'm going to send my... If I can squeeze and get them in here, great. Land armies. Because it is time to take that planet. It's easy to do it. I should have sent them sooner, but I wasn't sure if my allies were going to try to do it. There's another planet in that same system. Oh, never mind. Okay, so they are gonna drop their armies after all. Wow, that is a lot of forces. That is a lot of forces. Goodness sweet mercy, look at all these forces. Wow. This isn't even a joke. Talk about a planetary invasion. Goodness sweet mercy, that's 5 transports worth. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 4 transports worth. So it's actually, never mind. These guys are... These guys aren't gonna make it there. Where are we? That's kind of a waste. I don't know why I haven't sent them over there. I should just send them back. Oh, we got still a couple more fleets that are joining us in that system. It's kind of funny seeing a fallen empire hide. This whole time they've been scaring me, and this whole time all I had to do was okay, they jumped in that system and they took out that guy. Yeah, but anyway, all I had to do this whole time was just rally all of my allies together. And they've taken that planet. Great, so now it's under human control. So, I'm just going to say... We did it! It did it! I can't believe it! Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, oh my goodness, I just can't believe this. End of the Claggan Fanatics. The war is over. We admit defeat. The ancient precursor state of Claggan Fanatics has met its final demise at the hands of its enemies. What the fall of this once great empire will mean for galactic politics remains to be seen. So we did it. Federation victory. This is the most exciting thing. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. We took their home planet. We had all of our forces in their home system. We were going to take it planet after planet after planet. They pretty much knew that it was going to be over at this point. And this is it. This is the end of the Iora Covenant campaign. The Galactic Cooperative Council, the GCC, has won the game by having their Federation own 60% of all habitable planets, ladies and gentlemen. So all of this territory is now ours, and that's huge because of course once I make this a sector in itself, that's going to be a nice amount of resources there, and they're going to gradually, but they're already spiritualists, so it's not like they're going to be too unhappy. They're probably unhappy that they've been conquered. Let me quickly just kind of look at that system. I mean, it's going to be slowed down significantly, but the war is over. The war is over if you want it. Let's see, that's 0% happiness. Goodness sweet, inefficient planet management, that's why. Look at all the unrest. Unhappy pups. Guess that's to be expected. But I'm just gonna close that out. Anyway, this is amazing. This is exciting. We so let's just see what we did. Planets-wise, I think because we conquered them, we have the most planets. We have 38 planets, 575 pops. So let's see who has the most pops. We have the most pops. Okay, so we have the most planets. We have the most pops. Populations, military strength. We have the largest military strength. As far as research, we didn't win in research. The United Nations of Earth won in research. We're ranked 4 on research, but not too far behind them. Only about, let's see, I guess about 500, 50,000 compared to the United Nations of Earth. Now, the United Nations of Earth right now looks like they're getting the victory because of the fact that they're the current Federation. President. If I was the Federation President, and I should be the Federation President because we're the strongest, we're the ones that actually started the Federation in the first place, and we're the ones with the largest force. We're the ones that were running this entire campaign. We're the ones that pretty much won this war. But who's to say? Who's keeping track, right? I am. But this is wonderful. This is a great way to end the series with this Federation victory. In fact, I'm just going to very quickly snapshot this. Snapshot taken. This is exciting. This is exciting for me. So I'm just going to continue this just to sort of, I guess this is it. Now the unrest thing, I'll have to work with. We'll have to figure out how to make them happy. I'm not really sure how to do that. Well, I guess I can start by, I don't know. We've got plenty of food, so that's not the problem. I'm gonna start by making this its own sector. Create new sector, and boom, celestial throne. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna have all this territory under their control. I mean, I'm not really too keen on. Let's close this. I don't really feel the need to be dominant over their territory. Obviously, we're pacifists, so we're not like, give us all your stuff. Nice. So we've got all of this. Wow, this is a nice bit of everything that we have here. This is going to give us a lot more energy. I think I'm pretty much done there. That's out of our system. I really don't have any edicts I could use to give them all happiness. Map the stars, encourage. Let's see. Nope. And they're all spiritualists. So, I guess from a faction standpoint, this is kind of good. Because they're all going to be from the same faction anyway. So that's the end of that war. Precursor Empire defeated. The war between the Precursor Empires has ended with the destruction of one of the combatants, but not at the hands of their old rival. Whether it was due to the war weakening them, or simply due to the strength of the younger races, the destruction of a Precursor Empire at the hands of their supposed lessers has changed the situation considerably. Now the question remains, will the Galactic regulators be able to avoid the fate of their ancient foe, or does this defeat signal the dawn of a new age in the galaxy? It remains to be seen, but Precursor Empire defeated. This is good. Okay, this is two good things. One, I've never actually beaten an Awakened Empire before, so that in itself is something great to think about. And so Galactic's regulators made peace with the Roxalax. So what's going on here? They are refused subjugation, so they're still really pissed off at us. They're like really angry with it. They're belligerent right now. And their fleet power is superior. But when you think about it, their fleet power isn't superior compared to the entire galaxy's united forces against them. One thing I do regret is that even though I took all their planets, I didn't take all of their fleet power, because had they submitted all their ships, we would be huge right now. But we're not huge, because they didn't give us all their ships. All their ships pretty much disappeared. And this thing is going like super slow right now. But all my allies are gotta. I'm just gonna leave the system, because the system just really slowing the game down, unfortunately. Unfortunately, these guys the people are really unhappy. So I've got to figure out how to make all of those. Hold on, let me see what's going on with the species, because showing Empire species, because I don't know what their deal is. I'm not gonna make them slaves because that's just wrong. But the Klagians, there we go. The Klagians are really unhappy. We have 0 gene. Okay, so I can't alter their genes. Living standards, decent living standards. What I'm going to do is, I can't give them utopian living standards, but I can make them a little happier. I'm going to give them all social welfare. So, there's going to cost us a little bit more for those guys, unfortunately. But it will hopefully make them a little bit happier. And they didn't do much. So that was probably like a waste. Oh, actually, maybe it did. That did something, actually. Hold on a moment there. I think that actually might have done it. The social welfare thing actually might have done just enough to make them happy. So their happiness is 30%, recently conquered is minus 40%, but the unhappy pops plus 55. So, the greater good, Ministry of Benevolence, Psychocorps, Fanatic Spiritualists. Obviously, giving them social welfare did something. It helped. So now they're not hating us. And after the recently conquered thing goes away, they're gonna be pretty happy with this. And they're all spiritualists. So that's a big bonus there, because they're gonna stay spiritualists in our empire. So we've not only have we won, but we've won them over. We've won their hearts. This is just exciting for me. This is super exciting. It's not just exciting, of course, as I say, it's super exciting. I'm also gonna get a chance to kind of explore some of their systems here. Do I have? Is there any special things in their space? Saturating gas is nice. We've got their resources. We've got this primitive civilization in here. Let's see. Wait, is that a primitive civilization? Because they might actually be space age. They are space age. Look at that. What's this? What are you talking about? These guys are pretty close to having their own they're pretty close to nice to I think, but yeah, I guess I'm done. We've got our space right here, we've got their space right here. Our allies have moved out of the system, for the most part. Maybe not. Nope, they're still sitting there. They're all still chilling. They just don't have anything else to do now, because they're still rallied around us, which is great. But we don't have to be there anymore. So I almost want to go to war against these guys and just take them out too. That would be kind of cool. But this episode's gone long. What is this? Whoa. Okay, this episode's way too long. So this is it. We won. No, we did. That's still pretty much about it. We won, and we could have beat these guys too, but I ran out of time. Thank you for watching this series. I really appreciate it. God bless you. You're wonderful. I am so grateful that you been watching this. Those few, 2 people that watched my episodes. I'm sure more than 2 people watched it. But seriously, like, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting this channel, this adventure. And until next time, have a wonderful day, and God be with you.